Taxpayer dollars wasted? Not on his watch. 8 on your side's Mark Douglas is making sure your hard-earned money isn't going down the drain because you paid for it.
It is a saga 8 on your side has been covering for decades. A so-called sanctuary for birds under the microscope again, this time because of filthy conditions. Now there's a lawsuit stemming from the case, and it's going to cost you, the taxpayer. We're talking about the Suncoast Seabird Sanctuary and its beleaguered founder, Ralph Heath. He is under investigation for at least the 10th time by a government agency, and every time that happens, you pay for it. Mark Douglas is on it tonight.
The conditions at the warehouse are deplorable.
The attorney for Ralph Heath's family tells me Heath's recent bust for the animal neglect at this Starkey Road warehouse was the last straw. His sons have been trying for years to force Heath out of the bird rescue charity he founded back in 1971.
That the family has tried for the last several years to negotiate with Ralph an easy exit.
But this is more than a family feud. Taxpayers will help fund the court battle, and you've already paid to investigate other Heath hijinks for years. He's been targeted by the IRS, Department of Labor, U.S. Fish and Wildlife, Florida Fish and Wildlife, Workers' Compensation, the FDLE, the DOC, the Pinellas Sheriff, Pinellas Code Enforcement, and even the town of Indian Shores, all on the taxpayer dime.
Due to activities that Ralph has engaged in over the years that you have reported on and other people have reported on. Obviously, there has been taxpayer dollars to investigate that and remedy that, and that those expenditures continue on both sides.
The family claims Heath has seized control of the sanctuary's bank account, but refuses to pay any bills for the birds. They've locked Heath out of the sanctuary, and he no longer lives in the beach house bought with tax-exempt donations. Heath now resides in an RV parked at the warehouse his family will soon foreclose on. Back at the sanctuary, volunteers like Eddie Gayton try to keep things going.
We have made it work so far with what we've been given.
Meanwhile, Heath prepares for a family feud in a courtroom you paid for.
But we just try to tune it out and stay focused on the birds.
Heath will be back in court next week to face charges for animal neglect and wildlife violations. It's highly unlikely he'll ever get a permit to handle wildlife again from the state or federal government, but he's still going one way or the other.
You know, and I've been a witness to all these stories you've done over the years, and it's amazing to me. Why haven't government agencies already put him out of business?
I've been asking that question for 20 years. He's been in trouble with the IRS, the Department of Labor, you name it, wildlife violations, animal abuse. I mean, he just keeps going. It's almost like he has 9 lives. Now, there have been sanctions against him, but he's managed to stay in business until now, and documents I just looked at, he's still trying to keep his hand in that sanctuary, despite the family feud.
That means more to come.
Absolutely.
All right, Mark Douglas, thank you very much.